So back with part 5, all right? The powers that be are ordained of the God power, all right? So let's see here. Give me a minute. All right. Let's get back into Job here, all right? This is Job 20 and 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite for a moment, okay? And it is for a moment, people, because, you know, the Lord sees time differently than we do here on earth, okay? One day to the Lord is 1,000 years here on the earth. You understand that? So, and in reality, Esau hasn't even been in power one day in the eyes of the Lord, the eyes of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. He hasn't been in power, not even one day. Do you understand that? Because he came back into power for the third and final time during the Renaissance, which is like the mid-1300s. Do you understand that? So he hasn't even been in power for one day in the eyes of the Lord. You understand that? All right. All right. Let's jump to Job 20 and 22. What does it say here? In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. That means a degree of difficulty. That's what Esau is in right now, a degree of difficulty. He's got so many things going on. There are so many things happening in this world, and everything is moving so fast. All right? And that's because the Lord said, you know, he would shorten the days, speed up the time for the elect's sake. Because if not, there'll be nobody left to be saved, right? And we read that in Matthew, the 24th chapter, all right? So, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, right? You know, the other nations, right? The other heathens, the other Edomites, America's own allies, okay? You know, the EU and NATO, they're going to send ICBM missiles onto America, Babylon the Great, people, okay? And why? Because the Lord is going to will it. And we just finished reading, you know, Proverbs 21 and 1, all right? That the Lord, you know, controls the hearts and minds of the kings of the earth, and he turns them whatsoever he will, you know, to his will, to do whatever they want. Yeah, and how does he do that? Through the angels. So, do you understand that America's own allies are going to send ICBM? They're not even going to know why when they press the buttons. They're just going to do it, okay? And that is the will of the Heavenly Father. All right? We'll come back to this. Let's prove that. Let's prove that point to you to give you people that understanding. All right? You go to Revelations 17, verse 16. All right? 17. And the 10 horns, and I've already told you about this, the 10 horns of the EU nations. All right? That's the political and financial arm of the Edomite beast system, all right, America's allies. So the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That's the military arm, the iron teeth of the beast. Now, America is not a part of the EU, but she's always been a part of NATO. Actually, you might as well say the head snake of NATO, the head military arm of the beast. You understand? But she's also what? The whore. All right? So, the 10 horns which thou sawest on the beast, these shall hate the whore. It's talking about America, Babylon the Great. All right? Prove that. Scroll up to verse 1. And there came one of 7 angels which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth on many waters. Now you see, this is not talking about the Vatican. Okay? This is not talking about the Vatican. Proof of that, the last verse here. And the woman which thou sawest, which we know is the whore, America, Babylon the Great, is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. How do you know that? Because again, America, Babylon the Great, is the one that sanctions all these other nations. Okay? It sanctions her allies in the EU nations. You know, it sanctions France, Germany, all right, England, you know, whoever. It sanctions those outside of America's allies. It sanctions Venezuela. It sanctions Iran. It sanctions Russia. It sanctions China. You understand that? Now, does the Vatican do that? Does it say here, you know, that the Vatican does that? No, it don't. The Vatican doesn't do that. See, so the Vatican is not the great city, people. She's not the whore. You understand that? See? And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand. That cup of what? That cup of dregs. That cup of what? Of slavery. That cup of abominations. You understand that? So, having a golden cup in her hand full of what? Abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was the name, Mystery Babylon the Great. See that? And Babylon is synonymous with Edom, the Edomites. All right? And America is also known as what? The daughter of Babylon. Okay? Daughter of Babylon, daughter of the Chaldeans, spiritually Sodom, Egypt. You understand all that, people? Okay? And that's why you have to know history in order to understand the mystery, people. You understand that? Okay? Let me take you to something real quick here. All right? What is this here? Psalms 137. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, when Jerusalem fell, the falling of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, burn it, even the foundation thereof. Now listen up. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. So Babylon is synonymous with Edom, the Edomites, the white man. See that? Do you understand now, people? You get it? All right? So let's get back down to the parable. All right? So the 10 horns, the EU nations, America's own allies, which thou sawest upon the beast is NATO, all right? The military arm. These shall hate the whore, America, Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, how you think America's allies are going to do that? All right? Eat her flesh and burn her with fire. You think they're going to fly over America, pour gasoline and light a match? No. They're going to send intercontinental ballistic missiles, those ICBMs, that nuclear fire. Why? Let's find out why. For the God power, right? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh through his Son, have put it in their hearts. Hearts in Hebrew is lab, which means minds. So he will put it in their hearts and minds to what? To fulfill his will. Let's further prove this point. Let's jump to, what is that? Jeremiah 50:29. Call together the archers, okay, against Babylon. This is talking about American Babylon the Great. All ye that bend the bow. Bow, modern day, right, is talking about the missile silos for the ICBMs. So everyone that has ICBM capability, all nations that have ICBM capability, okay, whether in the EU or NATO or outside of the EU and NATO, like Russia, like China, like Iran, like Korea. You understand? All right? Camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her, America, Babylon the Great, the whore, according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh, against the Holy One of Israel. See that? There you go. You understand? You get the point, people? All right? All right, let's get back to Job. All right. Okay, proving the point. All right, what is that? Job, the 20th chapter, right? 20, where are we at? All right. So, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. That means a degree of difficulty. He's in that right now. And every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. I've just given you examples of that about America's own allies, plus the other nations outside of the EU and NATO that will also send ICBMs. All right? So that's what that's talking about, that the hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And when he's about to fill his belly, right, sit down and eat, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, right? All right? And what is wrath? All right? What is wrath? Let's see that. See, his anger, all right? All right? Shall cast his anger, which is righteous anger, all right? Upon him, and shall rain it upon him. Rain what? Those ICBM missiles, that nuclear fire, okay? Okay, upon him while he's eating. You see that? And he shall flee from the iron weapon. See, the ICBM. Plus, of course, there'll be that concentrated laser fire from the chariots. And the bow, you see, the bow of steel, talking about that ICBM, shall strike him through. You see that? You understand that, people? All right, let's jump down to verse 29. What does it say here? And this is the portion of the wicked man, right, who is Esau, Edom, the white man. All right, and again, what is my title? The powers that be are ordained of God. Remember, he gave them the power seat. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. This is the portion of the wicked man from the God power, and the heritage, see that? The heritage appointed unto him by the God power. See that? You understand that? Remember, they are the people cursed to the Lord's judgment. Isaiah 34, 5 and 6. You understand that? And remember that the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, which is a capital in Edom, talking about America, Babylon the Great, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, right? So America, Babylon the Great is a sacrificial altar, a burning sacrifice unto the Lord. You see that? And for what? For the controversy of Zion. Zion is interchangeable with the word Israel, Jerusalem. And you are a people first before you're a place. So it's talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. See that? All right. Let's go to Job 27:13. Again, this is the portion of the wicked man with God and the heritage of the oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. You see that? Got it? You understand that, people? All right. And I believe I already recited this to you. All right. The God power, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, judges the righteous. And the God power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is angry with the wicked every day. You see that? All right. So the Lord himself can't wait. Remember, he's long and suffering. All right. He can't wait to get his hands on Esau, Edom, the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. All right, people, I'll end this 5-part series here. I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.